Going live.
Oh God. Oh God.
Yeah, we are live, Matthew.
Oh God. I was watching Bad Boys on ESPN.
Oh.
Not the movie with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, but the documentary about the late '80s Detroit Pistons.
Sure wasn't about the 2004 spring kick-ass squad.
It's 2014 right now, Brent,
Yeah.
but
What did,
still
I, what did I say?
2004.
Ah.
I appreciate the sentiment.
I totally ruined it.
Yeah, I meant
which is bad, 'cause
2014.
I was gonna try to come up with a comeback. It was gonna be terrible.
All right, so Manny's got to be our
Bad
Isaiah.
Boys. Yes. Well, no, Manny. Oh, Manny 2 is our. I don't know. Some guy Bill Lambier took
Yeah.
out.
Bill yeah.
Oh man, I hope to be Lambier. Then I guess that makes Larry Lambier, and that makes more sense
I would
too.
put you as a Lambier.
More the Rodman, I think. Then I'm all hustle,
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
John Sally.
wearing weird stuff. You know,
Yeah.
go with that. It is our 75th episode. If you expected special fireworks, we don't celebrate till the 100th episode when we go into syndication.
That is
That's right.
true.
That's right.
We get those
Big royalties for all of
residual
us.
checks. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah, only 25 episodes to go.
Let's think about that. I mean, that's like 75 episodes. Let's just say the average episode, because we did some long
Oh,
episodes
God.
back in the day. Let's just say 2 hours an episode, roughly.
You need a calculator to do 75 times
Well,
2.
150.
Don't you work in a
150
bank?
hours? No. Divided by 24, obviously. We have spent 6.25 straight days talking about kickball. With each
Let's go
other,
for a week.
with the occasional breaks in between where some of us were missing. But yeah,
Some of us got married. Some of us got engaged.
watch the NFL draft.
Some of us
Yeah.
Lost some hair.
Why you,
Some of us have broke some hearts.
you went right for that open wound, didn't you? That's much worse than
I was
this.
gonna say, that's worse, yeah. That's a good one.
Live with that.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
We were just talking about it.
I really feel like I've grown with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should actually just like repost the very first episode of
Oh my
3 Up,
God.
3 Down.
Put the search for it in the
Oh
archives.
God,
What do we start 2012?
I think so. It's been about
Yeah.
3 years, maybe 2 years. I can't do my math.
Jesus.
It's been a long day. Long day.
I hope you have a calculator at work.
Yeah,
Several of them.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
I wish we had real production capabilities. We could have just make this a clip show.
Yeah,
Instead of even talking about the games or this week, it's just all like the greatest hits.
yeah.
Like that Simpsons episode. It's a goddamn clip show.
I like clip shows. I'm a big fan of
Yeah.
clip shows.
The Office had a good clip show.
Just be Brian Yon shitting in the woods.
Yeah.
That's on the greatest hits.
Yeah.
All right, so should
I
we talk?
can't think of any other notable. Yeah, they've all been pretty 75, pretty boring episodes, and then one with Brian Yon shitting.
Yeah.
My 14 shots for the Rumspringa Jaeger nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Even though you guys weren't there, I still count that among my greatest achievements.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. I do not like the angle of my face in this camera right now. I am not a fan of the zoomed-in look.
Neither is any of the women in the world.
Yeah.
Like the angle of your face.
Yeah. It's just.
All right.
not like
You're really bringing the
not like
thunder
that.
tonight.
Not like
God,
that.
I'm rusty. I took a week off.
Welcome back.
Yeah, your bowels are apparently a bit
Yeah.
rusty too.
Yeah, don't drink the water in Cleveland. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for setting all this up, Brent. I really appreciate it.
I noticed
It's
we went
like,
off on time today.
It's like that time when your wife ends up going back to work and you have to watch the kids and you think being a stay-at-home mom is really awesome, and then you realize all the work that goes into it and you're like, fuck, man, just take it back. That's how I felt trying to set up all these microphones and cameras and computers.
Well, I felt like a wife, too, who was very disappointed at the lack of intelligence of my spouse.
Yeah, we had it. It was the Google Plus that I didn't understand. I knew how to set stuff up. I'm a good fan, a good person of peripherals. You know?
You know, this
Who knew you had to actually click a button called start in order to start
There was no
the
start
podcast?
button at the
That's
time,
yeah.
Brent. I had to search for it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Speaking of, and this will lead into our first game after I posted on the Kick-Ass website last night after our 7-1 win over Don't Come on My Base, which is the first game we'll be talking about. Get close to me, baby.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, okay, that looks
Oh, it
better.
looks
Now I
good.
can actually look at the camera. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
I was told, you know what, Nathaniel, you're kind of like the stern father on the team, and Manny's that wild mom who's like, let's go out and get a puppy, and then you come in with, well, who's gonna walk it? Who's gonna feed it every day?
You gotta take it to the vet.
Yeah, we gotta pay for
It's
food.
funny.
You know, we can't just go out and get a puppy, and then he goes and gets 2 puppies.
And then you gotta register them.
Yeah. So then we're a good set of parents to our team. And that's what earned us the 7-1 win over Don't Come My Base. Brent had a lot of shit to talk to the Decomb guys while several beers deep at the mid-season party.
Yeah, from what I recall, they were the ones who approached us talking about they were going to beat us, and it's like, come on, it's going to be 10-0. So we're gonna hurt you. We're gonna kill you. So, and I meant that literally.
Like the Bad Boys.
Bodily harm.
Yes, and we did. Just
You
ask,
did.
Just ask Manny too.
Poor Manny too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that was in the first inning. We'll get right to that. First of all, Decomb came out, loaded the bases up in the first. They were only able to push 1 run across, but got the 1-0 lead in the top half of the first.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had tied it up 1-1 when Larry. Actually, we tied it up on Larry's kick.
Yep.
Blistered one on the ground just past the outstretched hand of Manny 2, the Decomb Charger, and it did not sound good. When he went down, there was an immediate scream. I was really concerned. I want to report that he said it's just a LCL sprain, so thank God it's. So now we can joke about it.
Yeah,
There's no Jerry.
Yeah, that's the good.
Good.
news.
I was already.
Not his personal health.
Wait.
It's the fact that we can joke.
I was unaware it was just a sprain, so I was already joking, just assuming that it was the worst.
Yeah. I don't want to say anything, but I assumed that as well.
I would have just been joking the same way if you'd have to get it amputated.
It would have been like
I'm heartless.
Manny 1.5.
Speaking of being heartless, I saw Manny over there in such pain, just writhing in his chair. I said, my God,
Peg
what
legs
can I
and
do to
heart.
this man to help him out right now? I don't know. Blast a 3-1 shot straight to center. And then just, I wish I'd come by and slapped his knee on the way past home.
Jesus.
Bad boys.
Yeah, bad boys.
That's our thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just you got that one right into that gap in center field, and you can tell a team like Decomb, very athletic, but not still. Even though we're 7 games into it, that's not a lot of time in comparison as far as time on the kickball field. The center fielder just kind of misplayed it, bounced past him, and then it was hashtag Big George Johnson off to the races.
Hashtag
So-
big man speed.
But
You've never known fear until you've seen me and Larry Liverman coming in the same base path.
hey man, when
Train.
the train's on the tracks, you better get out of the way. Decomb was actually pretty good. I mean, they had really it was down to that play and another play that Alyssa had kicked the ball, and they made a bad throw or something. They made some rookie-ish mistake, and that led to 3 more runs scoring. And it's just those things that, if you take away those 2 plays, it's a 1-0 game. But yeah,
Kick-ass do what a kick-ass do.
yeah,
Bad boys for life, just like Will and Martin. All right.
Bill and Isaiah.
Oh, good. I'm glad we spent so much time on that because we can spend no time with the second game. Just for kicks, 5-0 win over Erica's Balls because Erica's Balls failed to show up.
I was
Forfeit.
I was surprised by that when I was sitting here casually drinking some beverages before the game and noticed the 5.
That's how Rumspringa has to get up for their big games.
When you're playing at 8:30, what else are you gonna do? So,
Practice.
but yeah, what was the cause of that? Because that's a team of some pretty reliable kickballers, I would say. I mean, I don't know. Like, was it just like everybody went out of town going to Gettysburg or something?
Yeah, I don't know all the details. Keith just said that, he was disappointed. They have like 7 girls on their team, and only 3 of them were available that week for various commitments. So, yeah, it was a bummer. What are you gonna do? Huh? You
Give them a 5-0 loss. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Take him out of the league.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't mind.
It would be like that English Premier League, once you
just
at
got-
the bottom for so long, you get kicked out.
They get
Promoted to floor.
They get
Yeah.
Things
relegated.
are coming out.
Relegation.
Oh man, I like how I just see that out there. Jesus.
Then you got to get your ass beat by peanut butter jelly time.
Yeah.
Speaking of peanut butter jelly time,
Good set.
the next game featured Boom taking on the Jellies.
It's not indicative of a Clore championship here.
No, Boom came across with a 10-2 victory.
Lots of good notes on this game, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Ryan Schmid 3-run home run.
Yeah,
He said,
right.
"Get out of my league, bro."
Yeah, welcome to my league.
My kickball brother, by I can only assume the same mother in a hospital mix-up, because we just do how the Schmid and Johnson do.
I want you to. Marilee wrote this off, and I instantly thought of this in my head. Lots of well-placed kicks by Troy Butler, Josh Joyner, Mike Villa, T. Cobb, and Riley. 5 names that I would think would constitute as a fantastic boy band if we put those 5 guys together. Cobb, obviously the bad boy.
Yeah.
Mike, the shy guy. Josh,
Yeah.
the fun one. Riley, the old guy.
Yeah.
And Troy Butler, I have no idea, but I would assume that he would just be like,
I feel like Mike,
Joey
the
Fatone.
shy guy. Mike
Yeah.
would be a shy guy.
Yeah,
Mike would
definitely.
be a shy
Yeah,
guy.
how we would call him Mikey. Right?
Yeah.
like, all right, I can get down with Boom. That's a good group of players though. And you look at just up and down the Boom lineup. When they're on their game, you can't stop them. You got 11 players in the field, but they'll find the hole when they're well calibrated and they're zeroed in. Forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
They score a bunch of runs. And they're girls. Let's not overlook them. But from what my sources tell me, they had a good night as well.
Yeah, so
Several well-placed bunts.
including our number one fan, Marilee Columbus.
Who had a hot bone up first, I hear.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then they got Ottstadt and Bowers, who I like to refer to as a team now. Ottstadt/Bowers. That just seems like a good, like, Rizzoli and Isles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does
I
sound
was thinking
good.
law firm, yeah.
Simon Bowers.
Yeah. And
Franklin and Bash.
I know I'm leaving off a couple girls on their team. I apologize.
Bender and Bender.
and 9 people at the bar that night.
Bailey.
Yeah.
Bailey
I saw that
Brown,
picture and I was
Bailey.
immediately jealous. They have that light green, that old foul ball green. I feel like they're my second kickball family. But PB&J, let's talk about them because the wheels are falling off here.
Oh,
2
no.
big blowout losses in a row after they started the season with a big statement win. Now being blown out by the foul balls and Boom. Things are not. I think they took all that trash talk down the south side. That's what the south side do. It poisons your mind. They may have won that game in that other league, but now,
Man, it's making that loss look worse and worse as the weeks go on, man.
yeah.
Oh.
I just repeatedly comment we lost to that team.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
I don't know, win
I
games.
guess I'm just have to start talking crap about them again. Get them back. on their horse.
Yeah, that's what they need.
Yeah.
Hey,
Kicking the nuts there.
having Wellbrock as
You
a fan
guys
is-
suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get them going.
Then into the 7:30 hour, the Chaotic Kilfs versus Breaking Brad. 3-0 win for the Kilfs. Kilfs' second win in a row, I think, there.
Yeah.
And I saw Chris Storer playing Charger with a nice out, pegging a guy sliding headfirst in the third. Made the spin throw from Charger there.
Yeah, I reffed this game, and that was one of 3 separate outs that they got at third base. So Breaking Brad came in very aggressive on the base path. So they early on in the game, they didn't have any trouble getting people on. They just had trouble keeping people on because they kept trying to take that extra base. And
I'm going for it.
but that's sometimes it's not a bad strategy, especially if maybe you've been struggling offensively, and it's a risk every time. Where in all 3 cases, the Kilfs were throwing at the runner, diving back to a base or diving to a base, and all 3 times it just mean they hit center mass, so their aim was true. But in a lot of cases, that ball misses, it bounces into the outfield or into foul territory, and then you just scamper home. But in this case, they were 3 for 3 on those pegs at third base, and from there, I say the Kilfs, really fun team to watch when they're playing well, because no team is as loud and as intense as them. I mean, they're just screaming and cheering and like they're into it, man. It's like they're like a 16 seed who's making a run against a 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. Man. They're just like
people on the bench like holding their friends back.
Yeah. Just every time something good happens, it's like they are just pumped up, and that energy helps them. That energy sometimes, if things aren't going well, it can be a little bit destructive. But last night things were going well for them, and they were pumped up.
Well, clearly so. With thanks to everyone on the Kills who added input from that game. Confirmed by Brandon Pickering, it was their 2nd win in a row. They had 2 double plays, and then their
it's not their 2nd win in a row. They lost to Rumspringer last week, but it was their 2nd win in the last 3 weeks.
Sorry. And then the run scored by J-Side. I'm thinking like Saeed on Lost, though.
Yeah.
So Joshua Saeed from Lost, Brandon Covington,
he
and
has kind of a Saeed in him. Like you can see, like he has those hazel eyes, that dark hair.
Theodore Dory Phillips.
Yeah, Theodore Phillips, Ted, I think they call him, but
Dory.
Yeah, Dory Phillips had a nice line drive up the middle to drive in those first 2 runs, and then he came around and scored a little bit later. And the defense was solid. So they were just a good all-around win for the Kilfs. I was glad I was glad I was late to the kick-ass cookout, and I took the time to ref this game, see a team that I haven't had a chance to watch a full game in a while.
Yeah. So I instantly became a fan last week, and to see them talk about their defense, shutting out Breaking Brad, but at the bar as well. Holy crap,
dude! Those guys are going the fuck off at the bar, man.
I am a chaotic Kilfs fan now. It brings a tear to my eye, like when I see these guys repping at the bar.
They went from being the team that you just never see at the bar at all to being like the last month or so. They've just been like force of nature.
Yeah, and not like we're going to be over there by those tables or by those chairs. No, we're going to get that VIP section. We're also going to get in those cages and dance in those cages.
Yeah.
And then try to have dance-offs with, I think, both of us. I mean, they try to do dance-off.
Yeah.
I told him, I was like, I'm too old for this shit. I can't dance-off anymore. Like, I would pants-off, dance-off 3 years ago, but now, like...
It was like straight 9:45 when I walked into Lucky's last night, and they were just like... all of them were on the floor. It was...
Yeah.
Sight to be seen.
They did try to step to Rona Springer doing the "All I Do Is Win" song, and let it be known
you old lions did like that.
No. We got our manes fluffed up, like we're ready to go.
The pride's pride.
Well, I'm loving them. They're like my new favorite bar team.
Oh man, yeah, absolutely.
All right, then we had Waukesha Battlestar. Waukesha, new team. Battlestar obviously been around for a long time. So, nice to see Waukesha turning it on. They got a 1-1 tie against Battlestar. Nothing to be ashamed of there, even if a tie is kissing your sister. We did have some updates from this. I heard Sterling Wilcox was back on the hill. Maybe giving Ed Aaron the night off. Maybe going to give him the rest of the season off.
I think
they held him.
No, she's talking about the shutout. I think that was only like 1 inning or 2 innings.
Okay. Todd Schimmel and Ed Aaron apparently then were out in the field grabbing balls, not one another's.
You're
the
talking
big red
about
ones.
you're talking about a different game though, because They play for the Walkaholics.
Well, shit. I try. I really do.
You're talking about Walk of Shame with Kelsey Butler.
You look for.
all right.
Corey.
Walk of Shame.
There you
Philip
go.
Leroy.
There it is.
Leroy Jenkins.
There's my boy.
All right. So Walk of Shame had Kelsey Butler with that clutch RKI on one run with the tie. Legging out an infield single. It was in the bottom of the fourth with 2 outs. Corey, like them pork chops, grilled or fried, came in right center for the 5th and, gave a beer break to his regular center fielder there. No outs, and the go-ahead run was on 3rd. Ooh, I'm reading this, and it's like a good book now. So
You're supposed to read this beforehand.
well, no, I'm reading it right now. It's much better. I'm much more excited now.
So was
Brent,
am I reading this right? Corey actually threw a runner home or
Yeah,
threw someone out at home.
Yeah, it sounds like he grabbed that ball and did that laser rocket throw to home to get the out.
Woo! Double play to get him out of the jam and secure the tie.
He did the old Jay Buhner.
That was a good bald man with facial hair. There's hope for me.
Yeah. Walk of Shame's very own Leroy has been coming at me the past couple of weeks. We've known each other for a while. This man moved to San Antonio to get away. After I had the kickball spotlight.
He needed to let the heat die down.
Yeah, he decided to make his return to
to lay
Virginia.
low for a while.
Been talking this smack about
Trying
Jason
to
Robinson at the end of the season. I was like, yeah, whatever, bro. Man, do what you got to do. Win a game and then come talk to me. But if you want to tie Battlestar while you're at it, that will work too.
They're at 500 right now, and I gotta say I'm really impressed. When you look at how they started out this season, they had 2 blowout losses against teams that were in the lower tier, where they didn't even score a run their first 10 innings of kickball, and here they are now. They're one of the hotter teams in the league. They're at 500, 3-1, just overall looking good.
Yeah.
Block of shame. No shame in that game.
Hell no.
Yeah,
Yeah, we ready to move on?
we're ready to move
Yeah.
on.
I'm sorry for the disrespect there, Walk of Shame. I did not.
Yeah, damn you.
I got my-
Battlestar. Get your
don't-
shit together. Hold on, real quick. Before that happens, I want to make mention of a Peter Switzer deep kick for Battlestar. Peter Switzer kicked one to the friggin' moon because I was warming up on field 1 in the outfield of field 1 and saw somebody go and grab the ball like close to the 3rd base on the actual diamond. I mean, it was a boot. But he was not able to turn the corner till 3rd and got stuck in a pickle, was thrown out. But besides that fact, hell of a kick, Peter, because I saw it and I was like, see ya! See ya!
Did he moonwalk from first to second?
I mean, it was I don't understand. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a huge kick. And then I just saw him like, it was so far away. I was like, damn, man, that guy's going home. And then all of a sudden, he got caught at 3rd and had to run back. And then
Maybe a good theme, something to watch for is the Walk of Shame outfield. Sounds like they made a couple plays to save some runs there.
you have to work
Got
on the
some
short
big
game.
guns in the OF.
Hmm.
All right, and then a outcome that I was, no disrespect, pretty shocked to see based on how their season started. Maybe
Yeah.
the Mike Harvey return being a big boost for Balzania, or just finally recognizing their potential, because
I
Balls
told
beat-
you they were good from the beginning.
Man,
where's
not,
yours?
not $1,000 good.
No, you owe 6 this week.
Yeah,
You got
If you need it, then I can.
we actually said that we might reduce the bet payments down in half because you gave Rumspringa such a favorable
I need
schedule.
$4 back.
Just don't pay me.
How
the
about
next 2
that's your
weeks.
next 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Actually, no, I got.
Pick
No.
four.
Hey, I want to hold on to my money.
Pro
Oh, no,
rated.
actually, wait. Oh, I do have $6. Hold on. Give me that back. Yeah.
All right, so I take this,
Hold
you
my
can, then
money.
I take that, and then I give you this, you give me that, then I take this and give you that back, then you give me that, then I take this from you and give you that, and we're
Tuck for
straight.
me.
All right.
And this is how the bubble burst in 2008.
Yeah. I'm still $5 short.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I only got $2 now.
Maniacal laugh.
Hashtag
Maniacal laugh.
money well spent. So
Maniacal
what
laugh.
happened in this game? Because
Yeah.
I can't wait for Karen's recap.
Oh yeah, Karen.
I need to know. I
She
need to
did
know.
give us a quick recap that George Karazitis bringing it back. All that CrossFit working out for him, I guess. Threw a few foul outs. David Griffin back up in there. You know, he had a knee injury. Good to see him back.
Good.
Making plays out in center. Karen giving that third person reference to herself. She went 2 for 2.
Really?
But yeah. Why do you sound so surprised?
Fresh off that tournament, son.
I'm not surprised.
And she gives props to Wes McLean providing the offense for Balls Deep and kicking a home run. But still, Balls on you. Put it. And Balls Deep has been a team that has held people down throughout the season. Like they were 3-0-3 coming into this game. 3 ties, and you usually get ties when you are playing strong defense.
Yeah, one thing that Balls Deep, running theme is that they do have a smaller lineup. So they only have 15 people on their roster. So when that can be an advantage when you have the right personnel there, in that you turn it over, you get the offense going and everything. But in this case, a couple players are missing. Matt Mitchell, who's their captain. Obviously, you lose your leader. That's going to impact your effectiveness. And then they also were missing Aaron Bobby, who's the catcher for them.
And a big offensive machine.
I'm a big fan
Offense
of Aaron
and
Bobby
defense.
now.
And that's not to take anything away from
because
Balzania.
7-2.
Yeah.
Because Balzania's going to put a hurting on you if you show any weakness, and they could beat them straight up. But certainly having that disadvantage with those couple players missing was very, very tough.
Very big surprise for us.
All right, so kudos, Balzania. Where does that place them now? Because they're
getting up there into the top half of the table.
They are number 7, 4-3-0.
in that top half. Yeah, getting over 500 with that win. Good for them. And looking, they're right behind Balls Deep now.
Yeah, it's a team that it's gonna be tough come tournament time, man. They're gonna be a tough out.
True, you would not like to see them. I would not like to see them.
Speaking of who you wouldn't want to see come tournament time.
No, I think everyone wants to see them come tournament time.
Who?
And I mean that in that
Right.
we want to see how the Rumspringer will. That's not a slam. I want to see how they perform against these teams they haven't played against all year. They got the 4-0 win against Kick in a Box, which honestly you would expect a little more against a new team. So that brings in
it's a party up in here.
Hey, holy
Oh my God!
Everybody get in there.
Overrun.
Yeah.
We got some Rumspringer, some Decomb in here.
I know.
We got money on the table.
What is up, man? If I'd known you guys were gonna be at Texas Roadhouse, I would have ditched this earlier.
Good thing I dressed up
I'm
since
on
we
the
had
edge.
guests. I'll wear a collared shirt.
They know everyone.
Give him a little camera shot so they show their own. Yeah.
There's 4 people
Hi,
watching.
I know
Marilee's
watching.
in.
I love her.
Yep. So for those that don't
When
know,
magic happens, guys.
everybody here, right behind me we have the deliciously looking Jen Bowles from Don't Come on My Base. And
Wait,
Joe
I'm doing
Phillips.
bad with the points here.
Yes.
There we go.
Not
okay.
a great hat selection for this house, but we'll let it slide.
You just signed Jimmy Clausen, though.
I know,
Oh, yeah.
yes, Jimmy Clausen's
You're
the
right.
Bears. The missing link.
Good pick up there.
Yeah.
Good pick
I
up
like to
there.
think people are going to start viewing in more now, knowing that you especially get. I'm just saying.
Yeah, for all 3 people that are watching right now,
Four,
text
Matt,
all your
4.
friends that we have all these people here.
Yeah.
We got 5 viewers now. Ratings are up.
Yeah,
Hey!
20%. 20%.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's 25%.
Yes.
Get a calculator.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say 25% of that.
Big Jeff!
Hey!
Big Jeff.
Oh, big Jeff Schill chiming
He's
in here.
hashtagging away.
I think we know who the hashtag king is now.
Oh, trying to show
Big
them.
George Johnson.
That's
Sorry,
right.
what were y'all talking about before we came in?
We were talking about
Oh, we were about to talk about
Yeah,
Rumspringer.
we were talking about- yeah, good. You all right?
They apparently
That's why the ratings
Jorts.
are down.
Yeah, I know. George started slandering us,
Oh,
saying that we have not faced quality opponents and therefore we would suffer in the tournament. Your thoughts?
that's clearly not what I said.
Uh-huh.
I said the league is interested to see how you perform against teams you haven't played in the regular. It was a thinly veiled slam,
Yeah.
but I put forth the effort to cover it up.
I'm not
and
gonna
make it
lie.
very political.
I totally screwed that up. Like Rumspringer right now is actually on pace to crush the season record for runs allowed, and I think the record is like .72 or something like that. You guys are right now like .43 runs
Actually
allowed.
did.
Less than,
Yes, we are .43. .43.
so less than half a run allowed per game, and
Oh, Joe.
that's it's on me. I'm sorry, league. I apologize.
In our defense, we would have had the Plan B game had it not rained out.
Sure.
We would have had a test against the number 2 seed in the league, I might add. So who knows what could have happened there? We might be having a totally different conversation.
Yeah.
Our runs against might be .27.
No, I'd still be putting you down.
I screwed
The
it up,
conversation
man.
would not be that
I
different.
thought you guys really suck, so I gave you an easy schedule.
You know,
But
I'm just going to kick back to the left because we were going to talk about Rumspringer kicking a box, and I always have to recap our game. I'm not going to do that this week. I got 3 Rumspringer right behind me. They can recap it.
Yeah.
how'd that game go?
Ladies. Really?
You got to say
Actually,
great.
no, not that it wasn't great, but
I'm pretty sure they only got 2 people on base.
wow, kicking the box?
Yeah.
You shut him down. This is why we keep her in the
I'm
bedroom.
sorry.
For the record, I didn't think kicking a box was that bad of a squad. You guys are making them sound like they're
Well,
a
you're-
winless team.
I was complimenting your guys' pitching of how many people we allowed, our defense, that's how the runs. I don't think anyone got past second. That's all I'm saying.
I would like for you to say that while you're in the camera. Don't go off the camera and then talk from the side.
I needed that.
I think,
Does it have
but
anything to do with our
kicking
pitching?
the box,
I think it had a lot to do with our pitching.
their defense did look pretty strong, and that was a case where I think when I walked over, it was 1-0. And I was surprised that it was actually a close game. Then, like a rookie.
Dular's a solid charger, and Carl Schultz is a solid catcher.
Yeah.
Oh, my man.
Yes.
Carl!
And then,
So nice to see you!
and then Taylor, isn't Taylor their pitcher?
Yeah, Taylor.
And they can catch everything
They were
that you
athletic.
kick at them. I mean,
They
it's
were
not-
they were playing very well, and the first baseman, I don't know his name, but him and Gene go to the same tailor for their kickball shirts, where they have the big
Yeah.
armpit like gap.
Yes,
down
yes,
there.
yes.
Yeah.
Bring it in right over
Yeah,
the nipple.
yes. I want my shirt sleeve hole to go all the way down to my waistband. So whoever him and Gene go to do a fantastic job of making them look good. And I mean,
And Wade Brock has been frequenting that establishment
Yes,
as well
yeah,
as of
he-
late.
Right now, Jason Riley is desperately trying to find out who this Taylor is.
I want
He's
this
a-
guy. So you guys, if you're watching, we need to know who your tailor is to get
Underground.
custom fitted for our Waka apparel.
You got to knock on some doors, know some passwords.
I actually did ask. Funny you mentioned Taylor, but I did. Not Taylor Wilson, but a Taylor, tailoring the profession. But I asked Gene one time because I noticed his cutoff shirt actually was hemmed, and I was like, "Did you do that?" He was like, "No, some Korean lady in Pocosin did it." So
So he really does get them.
yes, he really does. That's like,
They're like that.
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Interesting.
I'm meeting with that man next week. I'm gonna ask him a little bit more in depth on this.
This is why I'm like the Peter Gammons of the show because I get all the inside information.
I think
He wears the guy's shirt.
I think Manny goes to
I have
the
relevant
tree.
facts to talk about. Hey,
Did you talk about the Don't Call My Base game yet?
Oh, we did.
Oh, yeah, that was the first one we talked
Would you like to
about.
mention anything important that happened in that game,
I
though?
wasn't. We have 2 players right there.
Joe did get me out.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, I heard.
And then he
guy got
yelled
pretty
some
hardcore,
obscenities
like,
to you, too.
Bam!
My ribs are still sore.
I thought it hit you in the junk, sorry.
I don't remember.
And
Anyway, Rumspringer
Waiting,
4, kicking a
waiting.
box is 0. The end.
Yeah, Kicking
Yeah.
Box had a good defense. They said they had a rookie mistake that led an overthrow, a couple
Well-
late runs, but
For what it's worth, they held Plan B to 8 runs too. It's not like
yeah,
so you're half as good as Plan B. That's what you're saying?
On a bad night, we are 50% as potent as Plan B.
Yeah, a big drop off from your 7.43 runs per game average.
Just look at the standings, George.
Don't Don't share that standings talk with me.
Oh boy.
Speaking of Plan B,
Yeah.
huge beatdown against the Walkaholics, 18-1.
Yeah, Alex Nocta was channeling some of his old pop days, seeing how many home runs he could get. He ended up with 2 and a triple, I think, is what I heard.
I know. Ed said he almost kicked for the cycle, which
Yeah.
I don't know if that's been done in a kickball game because
Well,
he would have to get up
I was
4
gonna say,
times. Like,
What else could they be doing?
he was a double away from kicking from the cycle, so he had a home run, a triple, and I guess he bunted on also. So maybe he only got up 3 times. Still.
Not even better in
That's
person.
incredible. He might make the player of the week, I guess.
Yeah. He's the only person I like on that team, so I mean, I'd vote for him.
Man,
I kid Ed.
I know.
Yeah.
We
I
do,
like
we do
you
this
too.
for you guys.
And Randy. I like
Really?
a lot of people.
Yes, really. You think I have fun sitting here drinking on a Thursday, drinking an
And you gotta
hour?
be up in just a few hours. You go to
Jungle
Jungle
Gym?
Gym
He didn't go Friday mornings.
or Monday or Wednesday.
Yeah, no way.
It's been a tough week.
Accountability buddy back.
Yeah.
He really
Just call
wants
me-
to come over just to make sure you went.
Just call me AP.
Yeah. I was just emotionally in shambles. Go over to the kitchen and drink.
Your
If
Jungle
you're
Gym
gonna
family
scold
share
my
picture.
show, don't
I didn't
sit
scold
don't
your
sit
show.
behind me like one of Bar Barker's beauties and then try to sue me later on after I pay you.
Sorry, we took over.
That's not what he got sued
Make
for.
sure.
Yeah, I know.
I know he got sued for like trying to.
Yeah, I know what you
Yeah,
should
so
do.
you
Well, that
trying
was
to.
good, yeah.
Just don't worry about it.
Okay, I won't worry about it too
A
much.
little jingle on
Yeah, try to get a little diddly do.
I don't even know where we're at this point. This is
Uh,
totally throwing us off. our
We're
game.
talking about Plan B blew someone out.
Ed Aaron got a run for the Walkaholics, so that's a bright
Hey.
spot.
Oh yeah, that stuff I talked about earlier.
Yes, the stuff we already reached.
Sterling Wilcox with a shutout inning.
Yeah.
Ed Aaron with some grabs of butts. What did you just say? Do people really watch it?
The disrespect.
I know.
You come into the studio.
Whoa. Whoa.
Like, how long do they go for? If people will watch this live, like,
Oh.
shut up your recording.
Well, no one's gonna watch this now.
Yeah, it's just. And this was a
You
75th
Johnny-come-latelys
episode.
have
This was
cracked-
number 75. It was a monumental occasion.
Ah.
Brent dressed up for it. and
We did, Brent.
Well, yeah.
We've got one more game. Let's recap it and move on to next week.
I'm really rattled by these hecklers.
Foul balls with another double-digit offensive outpouring, although it did come against the new kickheads on the block, who are suspect against the line drive and the kick away.
Yeah.
10-4 for the foul balls. Foul balls give up 4 runs to new kickheads. Something to be worried about.
Yeah, Kickhead score some runs though. You know, they actually. I mean, their defense is, a little, you know, has opportunities to improve, but they can score some.
They're not problems, they're opportunities.
Yeah.
I remember hearing that from the Portsmouth Public Schools superintendent. We don't have challenges, we have opportunities.
I'm just trying to avoid anonymous survey bashing, so I can't be as critical, you know. So I gotta, I gotta corporate it up a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when you're 0-7, it's tough to cover anything up.
Well, God bless him.
Oh, Andreas brought this up before, so I did. Can they replace me once again? Move me up to 3rd worst team managed in Peninsula history.
Not unless they start.
Oh, they would
forfeiting.
need some forfeits.
Yeah, they need some forfeits. They don't need forfeits. They need to.
Keep coming. No, they're the kickheads. They'll keep coming.
They, like I say, offensively though, I think they can score some runs. They just can't stop.
Yeah,
it.
my God, they had an 8:30 game. I saw them out there at 6:30 already grilling out. So,
Speaking
and I see they had this hashtag kickheads thing going. This sticker, which is badass.
What?
Like, yeah, I've seen it on I forgot whose car and who. I've seen it though. There's a hashtag kickhead sticker out there, and I kind
Jeff
of.
Schultz must be selling them on the side for profit.
They're pretty active on Twitter too at Kickheads. Sarah Hassel, the youngest of the Hassel sisters, manages that account, and every Wednesday they tweet some good pictures and stuff. So give them a follow.
Well, I will have to do that.
Big props to Amanda Hassel for helping out for the VA Lady Hustlers, as you can see by my shirt that I'm sporting here, in the raffle to get a free hotel
Little
suite for
Faith
the
Hill.
Mid-Atlantic tournament. She was outselling everybody. She was going out there. She's like, "Hey, you buy a ticket, buy
She
5,
did.
buy
She did.
10."
She totally
She came in. She's like, I outsold all of them, and I've only been selling for an hour. I was like, you go right ahead, Amanda. You handle that
That is
business.
a great.
Can we still
That's
buy
actually
tickets?
a great
Yes.
Amanda
Thank
Hassel
you, Jordan. This
impression.
weekend we'll be selling them at the end of season for those that play Freedom, and then next Wednesday as well. Then we will draw next Wednesday.
Well, I know I'll be purchasing some,
Thank you
Yes.
so much, sir.
Brett
and everyone
paid
else
me
should as well.
for the money that he owes me, so I will also be buying tickets.
What was the bet on for that?
This is the weekly installments of $2.
The balls on your
$1,000
Rumspringa
bet.
bet. I think you're down to $984.
He's missed a couple weeks, so he owed me $6.
I love the $1,000 bet. That's my favorite thing that's happened this
It's
season.
my least favorite.
Probably Dottie's least favorite thing too. Did she
You know-
know about the $1,000 bet?
Yeah, she knows.
I noticed after that went down, I had to switch seats from the side to the center here. Little animosity. And, you
Yeah.
know.
It made.
They
for-
need the big guy to pat it down a
It
little
made
bit.
for a more, with the pass, you have to pass all the way across.
Oh, I
you
thought
know?
you were giving that.
No, hell no.
Well, and as commissioner of the bet, I like to be able, I put the money in my hands. And hey, next week, there's 2 games next week. We are in the penultimate week of the season. That means second to last, viewers. On June the 11th, no, don't worry. I teach kids who can't read, so I'm used to this.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
And when I get angry at them, I use really big words that they don't know, just so I can get that confused look.
Like chair.
Because they're quiet for a second while they try and figure out what I just said.
Penultimate.
I move up to your behavior is deplorable, and then they get a.
I'm not
They can't figure
deplorable.
out if
I
it's-
was born in America. Right?
Nice. Okay, let's do it. Peanut butter jelly time. Like I said, on a slide, but they've got Breaking Brad. Can they break out of it? Probably yes. That's the first 6:30 game.
Yeah, there's 2 slides that have been going on. It's the PBJT slide and the Breaking Brad slide. I don't know which one is worse.
Who's gonna break out first?
Yeah, it's a tough one. I think peanut butter jelly. They're at 2-5. Obviously, one of those wins was pretty impressive. So they have it within them, man. I swear they're not bad. I just they just haven't been showing up, and playing well. So very uncharacteristic, really.
They're a great team. I just want to emphasize what a great team they
I
are.
think
I don't-
peanut butter and jelly time is all who we thought they were, and that was a bunch of overrated, purple-wearing people.
That's
They could not get the job done when called upon. They're not going to get the job done today. Put that in your bulletin board and smoke it. If you can do that.
And then you have to
Yeah.
unpin it.
Yes,
roll
it,
and then
grind
smoke
it, and then inhale it.
Well, you grind before you. Like that.
Oh, yeah.
We don't want to go into
That's
specifics on air. People probably Google me, so I do need a job.
Breaking Brad 3, PBJT 2.
Ooh, I'm going PBJ breaking out with the blowout win just because I like to contradict you.
You know I'm doing this so they get back on track.
Yeah, I know. 5-0.
I'm going Pick'em.
Oh, the pick'em.
Yeah, the Pick'em.
Right off the bat?
They both got a couple wins. I think Breaking Brad, they've looked pretty bad sometimes, but they've also looked good in some games. I mean, they have a couple of blowout wins earlier this season. I don't know. I mean, they're both teams looking to reverse their slides, like you said.
Well, I guess we have to meet in the middle on your pick'em since we're on opposite sides here. Fantastic. Erica's Balls versus Rumspringa. You know what? I'm going to name this, hey, everybody in the room tonight.
Oh,
Here we go.
don't even.
I coined this.
I know you did.
Clear a little space for me.
Yeah,
Clear a little space for
I
the...
got you.
This will be my upset special of the week. Coming off their forfeit last week.
Is that
Got
why they
another
forfeited?
6:30 game. Please show up.
They are well rested.
Yeah, they're very
Yeah.
Erica's Balls with a shocking win over the number 1 ranked Rumspringa team. 3-2.
Not so fast. Not so fast. First of all, we have a bet with one of Rumspringa's fiancés, Rob Kroll, that says if they score a run on us, we buy them a beer.
Correct. Ricky said they're scoring none.
They ain't scoring nothing. Believe that. It's happening. No runs. Rumspringa gets back to offensive form. We score at least 8. 8-0 Rumspringa.
That would be pretty impressive if you're able to shut them out because they do have some weapons on offense. And I actually think that Mr. Johnson made a bold prediction and one that I will co-sign.
Woo! You sons of bitches. You got 9 people in here, and you guys
Tilt
all
the
start
table.
want to flex some stuff in here.
A season of munching on cupcakes has made you fat and vulnerable. Wrecking balls will come through, and they will.
Who's munching on cupcakes in
Our
this
entire
situation?
team's in Jungle Gym. Like, what the hell?
It's a
Does it-
metaphor.
Me on
What the
Friday.
hell? I'm talking
Me on
about
Friday.
the lower tier team.
Yeah,
It's a metaphor.
whatever.
They're gluten-free cupcakes, but still.
Should we make another bet with these two guys?
Yes.
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 Yes. Let's have it.
Double or nothing.
No, God, no, I'm not going to the
deal. That means you also.
I'm not on board with a $1,000 bet.
Is there a point spread?
Oh yeah.
That one's straight
All
up.
right, what are you gonna give us points?
5.
3.5. Go 3.5.
All right, 3.5.
I don't want to bet on wrecking balls. They didn't even show up last weekend.
All right, yeah, let's have a
Hold on,
caveat.
hold on.
No forfeit.
How about let's do 5.
Forfeits
So
is all.
if they do 5 and they forfeit, then it's a push, and it's all good.
You're giving us
You're
5?
giving us five.
Yeah.
We'll give
Yes,
Oh,
you,
yeah.
I'll take
no,
that,
we'll
yeah.
give you 4 with
The
Forfeit,
caveat,
not-
forfeit
yeah,
throws it
forfeit.
out.
4 runs? Okay,
4.
I'll take that bet.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'll take
All
that.
right.
what's
What
What's
are
on
we
the
betting?
line?
Well, first, what are we betting?
$2,000.
No.
Stop.
Dottie will divorce you.
Yeah. Plus,
Okay.
public school teacher salary. I
I
know you're making big money in the bank.
How about
here.
just a bottle of our favorite liquors?
Okay.
All right.
All right.
What's our
That
favorite
works.
liquor?
No, like I'll buy you
Diet
one,
Mountain
Andy
Dew.
one, and he'll buy
No.
It can't be no expensive rare shit. Captain Morgan, obviously.
I'll say
Jack Daniels.
I hope you guys don't fuck up.
I hope you don't fuck
No.
up, because you. I don't.
Hey, wait, do we?
It's gonna-
I
I am out of Captain Morgan. I was gonna buy a bottle today, but now I'll wait next week and buy a bottle tomorrow because you're gonna buy it for me.
I already fucked up when I made your schedule.
Yeah.
Mm.
I remember that like it was yesterday, because it was pretty much yesterday. It was like 5 weeks ago. You were like, oh yeah, I just gave up on Rumspringa. You guys have let me down 5 consecutive seasons.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Well,
He
you
lost
guys.
faith in us.
No,
He thought
'cause
we
you
were
guys-
scrubs.
you guys
'Cause we
start
had
out like,
21 players, 21 awesome players.
If only you had been there.
No.
for-
It's not because the amount of players. It's because every year you guys start out like 0-5.
I was drunk on my porch a year and a half ago
Maybe I'm
when
making-
Brent and
maybe
I had the
overestimating.
conversation. Well, I could see Rumspringa making a Final Four appearance this year. And then you shit the bed.
You know, yeah, it's just-
You were on that conversation. Well, it was like a.
What was the
No one comes to the south side, so I have to
what was the
text
talk
everything.
about the Balzania game? How they blew out?
We were surprised.
Like did y'all
Balls
give
deep.
did y'all give Balls Deep a hard time? Like they're not a good team anymore or whatever?
Nah.
We said Balzano kind of proved what we thought they would
Credit
be.
to them.
Well, Brent started going on
Well,
around.
I'm
This is a
wondering-
team that I thought they were at the beginning of the season.
Yes, falls on you.
Where I bet $1,000.
Falls deep. Not a good team anymore.
Yeah.
No.
They're
No,
okay.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Oh, they're no Rumspringa.
No, I mean they were missing a couple people, and that's the tough.
I'm gonna go on this right all day.
Yeah.
I am.
But yeah, they were missing a couple
They were
people
missing
last week, so that definitely impacted them. And then Balzania is just not
Well,
the
you
team that and they came in flat. You know,
Yeah, well, you score 4 runs off one of the best pitchers in the league too in the first inning, right? Didn't they score 4 runs off Flores in the first inning?
so I'll go with that. I don't.
Yeah.
That's
Sure. Yeah,
That's what-
sounds
Now that
good.
I got that new information, suck it, Balls Deep. You suck.
I'm like,
This guy's stirring the pot. Where? What game
I
are we
love
talking about?
Flores.
Are we talking about a game?
Manny Anderson wants to discuss Rumspringa's schedule. Manny, I think we've covered that.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on something from you.
Manny, you bring your team in the tournament and then come talk to me.
Why don't you
Uh,
watch the?
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
Yes, I am also looking forward to it.
Clearly, he's not watching. Right? He's not one of our 7 viewers.
Manny, I thought we were friends.
Can you please talk about something you were literally talking about 2 minutes ago?
All right. Roll it. We're running short on time. Balls Deep versus Battlestar. Balls Deep will bounce back. Battlestar only got 1 run against the Walkaholics. Someone. Walkashame. There we go. Yeah, if all their Southsiders can make it for the 6:30 game, they'll get the win here. They'll
Yeah.
shut them down too. Battlestar could get a run. 5-1.
Yeah, Battlestar does well. They're a very wide open offense. They kick away a lot. So against teams with solid outfields, which I would say Balls Deep fits that bill, they're going to struggle to score some runs. So I think that I agree. Balls Deep, I'll favor them by 5.5, 6.5 maybe.
Balls Deep 6, Battlestar 1.
Like it. We're all sort of on the same page there. Let's move on to 7:30 games. We got Plan B versus the Chaotic Kills.
You guys. I'm
Chaotic
my
Kills.
scores and we'll be done.
Flying up.
Sorry.
Like, we're still trying to do something
My
here.
bad.
Plan B, Chaotic Kills, Plan B. Chaotic Kills been playing well, but Plan B will once again score in double digits. Like a 10. Kills haven't shown a lot of offensive firepower, so I think they'll shut them down like a 10-0 game here.
Yeah, I think Plan B, they won't show any mercy. They'll get after them. They'll take advantage of some mistakes. As much as I love the Kills, man, the only advice I got is stay positive and keep working hard and learn from the experience.
Play smart.
Yeah.
Plan B is going to probably run away a little bit with this, but Chaotic Kills, I know there's a lot of people that are colorblind out there. Do not get colorblind with the burnt orange and bright orange. Do not throw your own players out. That's all I can say.
That would screw me up. I won't be able to. Good thing I'm not reffing that game.
Yeah.
I can't tell the difference. Next, since George decided to hit the lead.
Bail out. So JFK Walkaholics, another game that I don't see being too close on the scorecard.
Yeah.
You're facing the three-headed monster of Haas, Shaw, and JC if he wants to show up. JFK 9, Walkaholics 1. No 0. Walkaholics 0.
JFK is definitely going double digits on this. Yeah, I'll go 12. So. Yeah.
10.5.
Yeah, but it's a tough matchup for the Walkaholics. Let's go on to the next 7:30 game. We got my kit team, Kick-Ass, up against the team that you guys just played last week, Kicking a Box.
They kicked ass last night.
I will see what will happen.
Yeah, can we
This
put
game.
more than 4 runs on them?
That's the going rate for a number 1 squad in Waka Peninsula is 4 runs on Kicking a Box. So
Well, we're only a number 3 squad, right?
yeah, so I would say like maybe 2 runs for you guys.
One thing, George, you had a really good observation in the Kick-Ass private group, which is you said Kicking a Box is a lot like Decomb in that they're very athletic, very raw. They got talent. They're just inexperienced. So they could potentially give us a game that
Just like Decomb.
If we come in flat, we could get got.
Yeah, and maybe I didn't put enough emphasis on Decomb because I was busy talking about myself in that first game. But, the score didn't indicate that they were right in that thing. They were getting runners on all the time, just with that raw athleticism. They got guys, they landed some nice kicks. They can leg out some bunts. They got players at different positions who are, and I think that's exactly the same as this Kicking a Box team. And it's a team that could sneak up. Jump on a team that's sleeping on them, which is why I made that post telling our team on Kick-Ass not to sleep on this team.
Yep.
Because like we saw against Rumspringa, that's a tight game. 4-0 is within striking distance.
Very much so.
I'm wide awake, Captain.
I know you are.
Mhm.
I ain't never worried about you.
That's right.
In reality, I think you guys will put a little bit more offense in the spring. I'll say 7-1 Kicking a Box.
A lofty goal then.
7-1 Kick-Ass, excuse me.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about them, so we'll see.
So then going on to the team we played, Don't Come on My Base, going up against Balls On You, coming off that big win against Balls Deep. How do you guys see this game going? Thoughts?
Balls on you, feeling it right now. Don't Come on My Base, probably without their spiritual leader, Manny too. They still got hashtag Big Jeff Schilt.
Hashtag overcoming obstacles.
Yeah. Hashtag Gettysburg. Hashtag giving up home runs. Brad Kirby and the Balls on You gang, a lot of experience, kind of like our game last week. And I think they'll Balzani will pull it out, but
I want to
closer.
explore. So don't come on my base. I was talking to #Big Jeff Schilt, and I asked after the game. I asked him
How many hashtags were used in the conversation?
before every word.
Over under 51.
Like if you were doing the transcribing, it's a lot of words. But I asked him what percentage of the innings did Manny Z play at Charger, and he said like pretty much all of them. And I was like, well, you guys might be in trouble there. You know, I was like, what percentage of the innings did you pitch this year? And he was like, pretty much all of them. I was like, well, what happens if you can't make a game or something? No, who's gonna? Yeah, you guys are in trouble.
Do you have a comment
So-
live? Don't come on my base.
So I said you should probably put Joe Phillips at pitcher.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, I was trying to promote him a little bit. No,
That big gun on the mound.
Jake.
Or Wilson Phillips.
Yeah.
Call me the big girl.
No, but I think that's opportunity now. Obviously, it's come back to him where Manny most likely is going to be on the shelf for a little while. And now they got to find someone to step up and to fill that void with practically zero experience. So Jen is ready to answer the call.
Yeah. Breaking news, taking the hill, Wednesday night. You
And
heard it
balls.
here first.
Yeah.
All right, we got 2 more games to cover. Her new Kickheads on the block versus Boom. Boom will keep it going. They'll shut down the new Kickheads, unlike the Foul Balls, which they've been doing as of late, with Curtis Stacker back behind the plate. And Boom will score a lot of runs on them because Boom's a team who likes to boom the ball away. Ooh, 8-0 at least. 8-9.
Yeah, this is an ugly matchup. 11, 12.
Yeah,
Mercy rule, whatever.
Oh, mercy rule. I'll go 10.
Well, I mean, this is the strength of Boom is kicking away, and
I just have a new love for the Kickheads with their #Kickhead sticker, so giving them that.
just trying to get one. All right.
Yeah, I did. Yes, Kickheads. I will take a sticker. I will put it on my car if you give it to me for free.
Now this is a game that's going to be good.
Done. It'll go on my windshield. I'll do it.
Free advertising.
Yeah. More hashtags on my car than you. #Big Jeff Schilt.
He wants
Hashtag.
Kickheads to
advertising.
be trending on his bumper.
Yeah.
All right.
And last game. Foul balls, walk of shame. Walk of shame. One on that nice tie against a B-star. Foul balls with a nice blowout win.
Yeah.
Yes.
Couple weeks
Got a
left in the
vibrating
season. These are two teams that are jockeying for position. Foul balls, really pretty hot the last couple games. They've put up some runs. Really starting to reverse the course where I was starting to think, man, these guys are not the same team they were a couple of years ago. But here they are. They're right at 500, close to, or trying to get to 500 with a 3-4 record. Walk of shame. Exceeding expectations in their own right at 3-3-1. So I see this as being probably one of the better games of the week, and certainly one that I'll have my eye on. In fact, we're playing on the same field right before. I'm just going to stick around and watch this one. So no pressure, guys, but there'll be a member of the media in attendance. So with all the influence that comes with that.
Oh, well, I was about to say I'd be at the Deacombe Balzania, but my second family on Boom, I'll probably have to be supporting them most of the 8:30 hour.
Yeah, if you
I
guys
think they'll
were
be
paying
all right without
attention
your
to
support.
that Facebook thread, you saw Leroy giving his recap and started saying that this is a tune-up game towards their season finale against Rumspringa, which Jesse Rogers took a little offense in and said, oh, tune-up game, that's what App State said about Michigan.
Oh, Jesse Rogers going down.
Yeah, and then you know what happened in that game. But, you know,
I don't care.
that's bulletin board material
State.
for the foul balls. That's tough times, but, you know, I always got to go where my heart desires, Jorts. And this is why I call this my upset special.
Wait.
Let me tell you right now, walk of shame, beating the foul balls 3-2 on the big arm of Ryan Saloka.
You
And it's-
can't call an upset special between two teams that are like.
The hell I can't.
Mhm.
You guys are just talking about how the foul balls are going to beat the crap
But that's
out of them.
that's not like arguably not even an upset. I didn't say the foul balls were going to beat the crap out of them. I said I didn't even
What
say
was
my
the
pick.
spread?
Actually, I was going to say pick 'em, but we hadn't even got to that part yet.
You're wrong. Upset special.
You're wrong.
There was no.
It's my goddamn Thunder.
You're wrong.
even through my rant.
There was no
The upset special for this
Yeah, but you
podcast has
do.
already been set. I'm sorry if you don't like it. Yes, go ahead, Joel.
I
If
decided with the upset special.
there was no Twitter when I was in college, but if there were, our saying of
college.
would have been twittered. Hashtag fuck app was something we said at Furman University. You know, App State can lick every terrible part of my butt, and so can Walk of Shame.
Is there a terrible part of your butt and then a really good
Well,
part of your
all right. So here I got hairy cheeks.
It's all a matter of
You know, then there's the part that no, and then I've got
Oh
a.
God, this is where the podcast goes completely south. It's 9 o'clock on.
terrible.
Listen up, people. Not a lot of people know this. Well, way too many people know this, but I've got a Zorro scar at the top of my butt crack.
A lot of dudes know that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, it's funny. We had a practice one day, and I was explaining my surgery and my scar, and Ryan was like, "Yeah, I'd like to see that," and I just jumped up, and I was like, "Oh God, I forgot who I was asking." No. Like, yeah, I'm always happy to show it. Off.
Nah, I was
I
just
like
talking about all those guys at the rest stop on 64.
Which one?
The one with the love. Yeah, I know you're.
You know how I roll. Do we cover all the games?
Yeah.
So we can talk about things that matter / don't matter.
Question from the audience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you. Thank you. Are you all going to be recapping for the regional tournament coming up? Are you doing a special?
That's a great question.
I would love to do a special.
Yeah.
Kyle Lewis privately messaged me on Facebook and asked,
Oh, you two would
A, if I
Kyle
was sending the
Lewis.
link, and B, if we were doing a Mid-Atlantic regional
I
special.
think Carlos would be a good
Yeah.
guest for this. To be able to count these playing.
He is playing, yes. Yeah.
Be good.
He's playing with Panic Attack.
Oh, and Kyle Lewis have just
Upset
commented,
special.
apparently.
Yeah. So that would be something we would talk about in a special if we are able to have it. So are we
We
talking
will
about
have
before, like preview before, or
Oh, preview before?
Maybe
Yeah.
special. So like 2 podcasts.
Ooh.
I've been I'll try and figure.
Or maybe
We'll
you
figure
can
it
get your
out.
games really quick and then focus on the regional tournament or something.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to do that. Maybe a longer
Oh, yeah,
podcast
yeah.
next
I think
week.
those of us playing the tournament would appreciate that, where you guys see things.
I
And
absolutely-
maybe we could even cut it off and do a second one so that our out-of-towners
Yeah.
let them know we're coming on.
That'd be great.
I absolutely want to talk about the tournament.
I would love.
We should just do it tonight.
I've already heard some
Nope.
salt being tossed
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
shoulders, so I'm.
Hmm?
Yeah.
I get my
I'm-
hair fixed. I want to
Salt?
like my hair looks on this
Yeah.
podcast. So
I'm excited about the tournament. And the reason why I was like, well, we got to figure it out because
Who calling you?
Speaking of the Mid-Atlantic, I'm getting a phone call right now. Excuse me, everyone. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, hello, Walker, Manny.
Oh,
Manny
Manny.
1 or 2.
Number 2. Little man, he's number 1.
Yeah, you're number 1.
We can
he's
tell
talking-
it's
he's
you,
talking
Manny.
about his son, little man.
Okay, yeah. Emmanuel Jr. with you there in the building.
So I guess Manny's about his number 3 now.
Yeah.
Hey
yeah.
guys, hey, I am enjoying the podcast. Y'all doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just to let you know.
Well, I appreciate the call. Thank you very much.
No, we only do that to you, Brent.
All right, let me make this quick because the NBA Finals are starting, guys. Speaking of NBA Finals, LeBron James a few years ago, he was announcing what team he was about to play for when he left Cleveland. And some people were kind of interested in seeing where I was going to play. And
I remember hearing about this.
Gas players. I know. So I talked to my captain today, George, and I said, yeah, we're going to do this thing together. Let's just kick ass down playing the regionals.
Package dealer.
Shooting star.
Yeah, so there were a couple of teams that were interested in picking us up. But I waited till now for the podcast to kind of do a similar thing that LeBron did.
You didn't clear this with me
Yeah,
first.
I
I would love to know
We had
who
no idea that this was
I'm
gonna be
apparently
the,
playing for.
You don't know?
No, I don't know. So this is new.
All right, what team would y'all think? Where will we go?
The situation.
Ball so hard.
Situation.
Shockwave.
Shockwave.
Shockwave, that's a nice choice. I love Shockwave.
So what's the team?
Okay.
Oh, God, George, get off this podcast. Jesus. Years and years of us trying to take down the man.
My time has come!
Well, I guess it's
Oh,
true.
you guys!
You can
Yes!
always try to buy
Oh.
championships.
I am immediately reseeding this tournament and making the situation at least a couple seeds lower than number 1.
Hey, Manny, I'll see you at 10 a.m., son. Bring your A game.
All right, I just want to say to Jeremy Edge, to all my favorite friends out there. Oh, thank you. No, I do. I've been waiting for this for years, and I'm gonna cry. And oh yeah, y'all just leave. I'll take this from here. Don't worry.
I want to say thank you to LaSalle Blanks, the captain, coach for the situation, for embracing this choice and ready to roll with Lisa, myself, and George. We're coming for a national championship, so watch out.
I'm not gonna see the field, am I, Manny? It's like, yeah, that's the response. No, I'm good. I'm not complaining.
All right, fellas. Well, have a good one. And George, I'll see you on the field, babe.
No, you always see me on the field, sweetheart. I love you so much.
All right, fellas.
All right, thanks, Manny. All right, so this weekend, the Freedom guys will talk about the Freedom Tournament that's coming up. We're packed full of tournaments in June. The Mid-Atlantic, which we talked about earlier, and Manny was just talking about, that's next Saturday, and that's the Saturday before the end-of-season tournament for VA Peninsula, which is what we mainly talk about on this podcast.
Yeah, man. A lot of good stuff coming up. So
I hang out with my friends in the kitchen, not sellouts in my dining room.
I'm just trying to process this, man. I don't even know if we can be friends anymore.
Brandon, hammerhead.
I'm glad I closed my computer.
Just kidding, you sensitive fucks. Jesus.
Tab on there. When does the situation play around the spring? Is it 10 a.m.? Should be the blue tab.
Yeah, I see it. I just can't.
I don't know why I'm looking on my phone.
10 a.m.
Yeah.
Field A.
Yeah, so the Mid-Atlantic is coming up. The end-of-season party also coming up next weekend.
Don't forget to sign up for the draft.
Yeah, sign up for the
yeah,
draft.
do that.
Sign up for Sunday volleyball. And one announcement, VA Peninsula related, this Wednesday will be karaoke night.
Oh, we were just talking about this last week, how there needed to be a karaoke night. So I'm really glad to hear that.
Karaoke?
Always the
Wednesday,
big
June
night.
11th.
Last week of school, teacher crew. That's a half day on Thursday. Come out strong. It'll be good. You know, from the teacher group, I know Tiffany Moorhart will get up there and belt something out with the husband Keith. I know Emily Cook, great singer. She might do the shoot with Tracy. I know they do that. I won't have Scott Duncan to do Blink-182 with me, but I'll find someone.
I'm sure Matt will do something.
Yeah, Matt and Scott, of course, will get up there and
Scott,
either
yeah,
Counting
Scotty-
Crows
Scotty's
or, you know, the.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be there.
Andrew and I do Wilson Phillips.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Oh, y'all do Love Shack too. A good Love Shack. Yeah, I've heard that. At the Cactus. All right, let's wrap it up.
Thanks for watching,
Take it home.
guys.
Appreciate it. NBA Finals are on. We're going.